Socialization is the learning of beliefs and behavior, typified by the individual's adaptation and conformity to social norms. This also includes learning of expectations, habits, values, motives, skills, beliefs that are necessary to interact with one's own social groups. Thus, this definition sees socialization as a process that familiarizes us with and makes us skilled at the rules for living in society in an effective manner.
In case you don't know, Sasha Van Damme on the thing. Alongside champion, Dano. The one your name, me not study no Buddhism, but a big up karate. Nah, saki chant down Illuminati. No comb pa me hair, no razor pa me goatee. Lots of love for my girls, we no ride no body. Days of technology.
Man have lost the reality. It seems they got no love for humanity. Each and every day they keep on lose sanity.
Hear me now. I've got many moods to differ my personality. Silence is golden, me not in no chatty. So carry and so damn will hungry make your heart dirty. Never give up, keep the faith upon the Almighty.
But I will cling to His Majesty. Me know the King of Kings, Him no fantasy. So give us the teachings of His Majesty, no devil philosophy.
The one your name, Mr. Babylon, you can't hold us down. Mr. Babylon, you can't shut us down. Mr. Babylon, you can't run us down. Mr. Babylon,
Don't even try shut us down.
Mr. Babylon.
My name is Sidney Komazana, aka Champion or aka Skinny, and I'm a visual artist and also a performing artist at the same time. Yeah, I work with leather and beats. Yeah, that's the work I do. And music also. Yeah, I've always wanted to do music. I always love music. Yeah, but I think I've always been in the arts. Is when I was growing up, I used to do some art also, like some small accessories and stuff, necklaces and all that. So I think when I was growing up, I originally wanted to be an artist. I think that's what I wanted to be. Yeah.
Okay. What did your parents want you to do when you were growing up?
Yeah, education, and after education maybe get a job and stuff. But for me, I think art was what I wanted to do. Art has always been in me, you know. So I did my education, I did my O's, and then after that, it's when I discovered that I'm actually an artist. You know, I discovered it myself. It's not like anyone showed me the way. I just discovered that I'm an artist. I think I paint. I do like landscapes.
Okay.
And then I also make accessories like leather bags, leather bags and accessories. And then I also do music. I think music comes first. Before I started doing the arts, I started doing the music, and then that's when I discovered the painting and the accessories and stuff, you know. Yeah.
Okay. What challenges are you facing? Ngokhonokho kwenzayo ku community or ku society ophila kiyo?
Because the challenges us youths are facing now, I think it's mostly we don't have sponsors, because most of the things which I do, like I finance myself, like the material and stuff. I just have to get it myself, and actually I'm not working, but I just find a way just to make the work keep on going, you know. Yeah.
Okay. How has ama challenges wona lawa affected you socially? And do you consider yourself a social misfit?
Yeah, I think I can consider myself a social misfit. Yeah, kind of, cause like how it is. Cause as an artist, it's hard for you to make it, and actually, cause art is my work. So I think I'm a social misfit, cause I don't have an income like how other people have an income. So with me, the money comes according to how I work. And according to how I look for the clients and stuff, you know, just according to how I'm creative. You know.
What do you think are the advantages and disadvantages of following the social norms?
The advantages are because if you can follow what they want you to be, yeah, you can get a job and stuff. But the thing is, in the economical situation we're in, it's hard for you to find a job. You can get a job, but you know, in most cases, you can't find anything permanent. And being an artist, I think it helped me, because even if without a steady job, I can actually manage to survive, and I can actually manage to make stuff and then sell it and survive, you know. Yeah.
Thank you very much.
Okay, cool. Thanks.
My name is Asha. I was born in Bulawayo. I'm 25 years old, going 26. Currently, I'm doing my third year in university. I'm studying law. And at the same time, I'm a musician. A thing which I got from, I think I got it from my parents. Because I just grew up in a musical family, so just music was surrounding me. So it's something which, like, I never chose music. Music chose me. I wanted to be a pilot, I wanted to be a doctor. The funny thing about me, I wanted to be everything. I wanted to just do something which just maybe become a scientist. That's what I wanted. I just pursue.
What did your parents want you to do when you were growing up?
The thing with my parents, they are rastas. So my parents never wanted me to grow up and work for anyone. So when I was growing up, my parents wanted me to be self-reliant. In other words, they wanted me to be a rasta.
How has what you are doing now affected you socially? And do you consider yourself a social misfit?
I do not consider myself as a social misfit. I think I blend perfectly well with the society. And you said, how do I see what I'm doing right now affecting me? It doesn't really affect me. I think it's part of the struggle. Like, very certain things. For you to reach somewhere, you have to start like a child. You can't walk before you crawl. So what I feel now, I don't feel it like a challenge. I feel like it's the crawling stage of it. Maybe one day I'm going to walk and then I'm going to run eventually.
Okay. What challenges are you facing when you're a musician and studying law at the same time?
The challenges which I'm facing is that when you're studying, there's too much freedom. And me, I study open distance learning. So I don't really go for lectures. So most of the time, I have to balance my time, try and make sure I don't concentrate too much in doing music, and at the same time, I don't concentrate too much in doing school. And I'm trying to practice the cliche of too much work and no play. So I'm trying to balance music and studies at the same time.
Okay. What do you think are the advantages and disadvantages of following the social norms?
I think the advantages with social norms is that, for instance, it depends on how we see social norms. To me, I see social norms as if they change every day. So that's one of the disadvantages. If society, if you follow society, like society can say that something is wrong today, and then the same society, it will say that something is right today. Like I can have an example with society for South Africa. They can say lesbians, they are wrong yesterday, but today they are right. So the problem with following certain kind of norms is that since it was illegal a long time, now it's legal. I don't really think social norms, sometimes they work to me. Because if you just follow social norms, if today they wake up and say they want marijuana is legal, it's gonna be legal. If they say it's illegal, it's illegal. So the norms of society, I don't really follow them. I think they are disadvantageous in that they are made up by people. And as a society, when, like for instance for the youth, the norms, they can get outdated to us. Because what our mothers and fathers, they used to do long time, yesterday. Like social norms, they want a woman a cook pants before you wash your father's hands. In certain things. Now in our society, it's changed. So I think the problem, there are more disadvantages with social norms than there are advantages. Because the social norms, they keep on changing every day.
Thank you very much.
As a young person, I think our parents and the society at large have a great impact on our lives because they choose careers and our marriage partners because they think that they know what's best for us. They claim that. So as young people, parents choose for us. But then what's important is for us to choose careers which you are passionate about. Do something that you feel like you want to do it, not because your parent wants you to do that thing. But then on the other hand, when you don't do what the community wants or what your parents tell you, you seem to be a misfit in the community. And it's not like you will be a misfit, but then they manipulate you into thinking that you are a misfit because you don't listen to what they want.
From my point of view, the social norms affect us to a very large extent, especially when it comes to our careers. As a young girl, one will think, what will the young girl do in a kitchen? What will the young girl do in a very big hotel? Forgetting that in some instances, in hotels, people do their conferences, people do their seminars, and I, as the young girl, stand behind or in front of those big domestic stoves or those big industrial stoves doing their cooking. It is not good for someone to be judged. In a community, people will think a young girl just has to sit home, sweep, cook for the family and all. But as a young girl, I need to grow up. I need to make plans for my future. My children need a better life. So as a young girl, I need to grow. When looking at me in this chef uniform, people will think this is the work that is done maybe by guys because they are the ones who have the energy to pick up heavy stuff and so forth. If I remember well, in the past few days, I was told not to do some work just because I'm a young girl. They thought I cannot carry heavy stuff. But here am I, as a young girl, I need to be having so much energy. I need to grow up. I need to be strong. And I love my industry. I love my career. Thank you very much.
What do you think are the advantages and disadvantages of following my social norms?
The advantages are that social norms, they guide us. In life, we are children, we need guidance. So I think our social norms, they actually help us in choosing the best in our lives. And as for the disadvantages, I think our social norms, they take away that choice we have as children. As children, I understand that we have to have choices. I think life lies in the power of choice. So if we make choices, I think by ourselves, I think we can also understand life itself. I think our social norms, they also get disadvantages in the sense that they hinder us from certain things. There are great disadvantages at some point because they actually take away that opportunity for us to do some things as children. I understand, for example, we've got Jengami, I play volleyball in school, but then I'm also doing sciences. But then you see other parents who they tell children to choose either volleyball or school. But then it's actually wrong because a child should actually do both for his or her own benefit. Because people actually get employed through work, sports, education, and a variety. So I think a child should do both. I think balance is important, balance of both things. I think that's all.
Social norms, advantages and disadvantages of social norms. Social norms, siyazi ngama-rules asiguidayo, but at the end they drive us what we want as a person. What a person makes you happy, what isn't other happy. Because if you do things, isn't when you have guide usually when you've got your own. Then at disadvantage, you're not happy in your life. You're doing it for you're doing it for cash or anything. But the thing is, I'm a social norms. I am a guide to routine in a society.